Hey everyone, welcome coin enthusiasts. Today we're diving into the world of US 5-cent coins, the nickels that can bring big money. We've handpicked the top 5 most valuable nickels, sharing their history, mint years, and what makes them so special to collectors. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your coin journey, these nickels might surprise you with their value. Let's jump right in. First up today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating small coins in American numismatics, the 1960 for United States 5 cents coin, more commonly known as the Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it's just a humble nickel worth only 5 cents, but when we explore its history, mintage, rare varieties, and especially the coins worth serious money, you're going to be amazed at how much this small piece of metal can teach us, and potentially how much it can be worth if you're passionate about coin collecting. From beginners to seasoned numismatists, make sure you stick around until the end because we're covering it all. And if you find this deep dive useful, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you never miss another coin valuation video. First, let's break down what makes the 1964 nickel part of this iconic series. The Jefferson nickel began production in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Its obverse or head side features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson III, President of the United States. The reverse or tail side displays Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home. The design was created by artist Felix Schlag and has remained fundamentally unchanged for decades. The 1964 nickel continues the traditional copper-nickel composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel, with a plain edge and 21.1:1000 diameter, just like nickels before and after it. What makes 1964 especially noteworthy is its massive mintage, the most in Jefferson nickel history up to that point. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 1.02 billion coins dated 1964, while the Denver Mint produced a staggering 1.78 billion Denver pieces that same year, a combined total dwarfing almost every prior season. This huge output was driven by a nationwide coin shortage at the time, which forced the U.S. Mint to produce as many circulating nickels as possible to fill the gap. The mint mark system at that time placed a small D on the reverse of Denver nickels, while Philadelphia nickels of that era had no mint mark. Now let's talk about value. The face value of every 1964 nickel is of course just 5 cents in average circulated condition. Most 1964 nickels, whether Philadelphia or Denver, will still trade for around face value or just slightly above. Many online price guides list circulated nickels at just around 5 cents to 20 cents, unless they are in better condition, but that doesn't tell the whole story, because condition matters dramatically for collector value. Uncirculated examples, those that show nowhere, can be worth significantly more, and certain special characteristics can send prices into the hundreds, thousands, or even more. One of the biggest factors in nickel value is grading. Grading measures how well a coin has survived since it left the mint. A coin graded mint state MS means it was never circulated and shows full original luster. These mint state examples come in grades like MS60 through MS70, and the higher the grade, the sharper the strike and the more attractive the coin. Reputable grading services like PCGS and NGC professionally grade coins and assign these numbers, which directly influence market value, often dramatically. Now let's get into the truly exciting stuff: rare and valuable varieties. One of the most sought after traits on a Jefferson nickel, and especially on 1964, is the full steps designation. This refers to the 6 distinct steps on the reverse side of Monticello that are fully visible without breaks or blending into the background. These full steps coins require an exceptionally strong strike and are rare among all circulation strikes, particularly in high grades. Coins with a full steps designation have sold for thousands of dollars at auction, with exceptional pieces reaching prices in the 5 figures or more. While most 1964 nickels were business strikes intended for circulation, there are also 1964 proof nickels struck specifically for collectors and featuring mirror-like fields. These proofs are rarer than regular circulation coins and usually command a premium in the collector market. The San Francisco Mint also produced a few special mint set nickels in 1964 with a satin finish. These are especially interesting to advanced collectors since 1964 was right before the mint ceased producing traditional proof and uncirculated sets for a few years. Beyond full steps, other errors and varieties can add significant value to a 1964 Nickel look for repunched mint marks RPM, where the D appears doubled, because it was punched more than once or off-center strikes doubling. Errors and other striking mistakes. These error coins can be rare and highly collectible. A news story even highlighted a single 1960 for Denver nickel with a repunched mint mark that sold for thousands, proving rare minting anomalies really can be worth checking. If you believe you have a valuable 1960 for a nickel, the next step is to have authenticated and graded by professionals. Certified coins typically sell for much higher prices than raw ungraded examples. Popular marketplaces include major auction houses, online platforms specializing in numismatics, or local coin dealers. Always research and compare offers and consider professional photography or grading to highlight unique features like full steps or mint errors. Genuine collector coins, especially in top grades with strong eye, so that wraps our deep dive into the 1964 US 5 cents coin, a humble nickel with a rich history, massive production numbers, and some incredibly rare and valuable variations hidden among them. Whether you're a beginner just learning to spot mint marks or an advanced collector chasing the elusive full steps coin, this nickel offers something for everyone. If you enjoyed this detailed exploration, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're always first to know about exciting coin values, collecting tips, and market trends. Let me know in the comments, do you have a 1964 nickel in your collection? What did you find? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Next up, today we're diving into one of the most deceptively common yet potentially valuable coins from US pocket change, the 1970 5 cents coin, also known as the 1970 Jefferson nickel. You may walk past this coin at the grocery store, but under certain circumstances this little nickel could be worth far more than its 5-cent face value. In fact, some examples, especially rare varieties, sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars to the right collectors out there. So if you have a stack of old nickels in your drawer, don't scroll away. This video could be worth real money. Let's start with some background. The coin we're talking about is the Jefferson nickel, which has been produced since 1938 and features President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his iconic home, Monticello, on the reverse. The 1970 nickel was struck at the Denver Mint in Colorado, which is what the D stands for, and over 515 million of these coins were produced that year. During the late 1960s and early 1970s, the U.S. Mint was issuing these coins in their traditional copper-nickel composition, with no change from the original design. Physically, this coin measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter, weighs 5 grams, and consists of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It's tough and durable, made to circulate extensively. There's no precious metal content here, so most of these coins are worth only their face value, unless they are in uncirculated condition, contain collector grade quality, or exhibit rare varieties or errors. Now let's talk numbers for most 1970 nickels in circulated condition. You're realistically looking at about 5 to maybe 30 cents or so, just pocket change. But if the same coin is uncirculated, mint state, with strong luster, sharp detail, and minimal marks, its value can climb closer to $1 to $12, depending on grading and collector demand. Here's where it gets exciting. If you find a 1970 with full steps on the Monticello building, meaning the steps beneath Monticello on the reverse are fully struck and visible, this is a highly desirable variety for collectors. Some certified full steps examples have fetched $350 or more at auction, and even higher at strong grades. These FS full steps examples are rare and require excellent strikes with full details, so keep an eye out for that when you examine your coins. There are also stories and documented sales of mid-grade nickels with strong full steps or certain striking characteristics, bringing several $100s from serious collectors. And while extremely rare error coins from this era, for example deep off-center strikes, double dies, or broad strikes, can bring significantly higher value if authenticated by a professional service. It helps to realize that not all 1970 nickels are created equal. The 1970s from the San Francisco Mint and 1970 proof coins can have slightly different value ranges. For example, an uncirculated 1970s might be in the $1–10 range or more, but again, unless they're high grade or rare, most are not worth a fortune. The 1970p from Philadelphia technically doesn't exist for circulation because in 1970 the Philadelphia Mint didn't strike normal nickel business strikes. If you believe you have a valuable example, especially full steps, or an error, the next step is professional grading and authentication. Organizations like PCGS and NGC will evaluate your coin's condition and assign a grade, for example, MS to 60 to MS 70. Higher grades can dramatically increase value and make your coin easier to sell to serious collectors. This process costs money, so be sure you understand grading, fees versus potential return before submitting. Nickel collecting is part of a larger hobby called numismatics, where enthusiasts study and collect coins not just for value, but for historical meaning, mint differences, and design variations. 1970. Nickels tell a story of America during a time of social change, the continuation of Jefferson's legacy, and the evolution of U.S. coin designs. Whether you're a casual pocket change detector or a serious, understanding these coins enriches your appreciation of everyday money. If you found this video helpful and want to learn exactly how to spot the rare varieties, how grading works, and how to appraise your own coins like a pro, make sure to hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and leave a comment with which coin you want us to cover next. We've got deep dives coming on other Jefferson Nickels rare errors and real auction results. Your coins may be worth more than you think. Let's explore them together. Next up, the 1973 United States 5-cent piece, commonly known as the Jefferson nickel, carries on a tradition begun in 1938, designed by Felix Schlag. This coin features the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, on the front, the obverse with his visage facing left, and his famous home Monticello on the reverse. The alloy composition of this nickel is 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a durable yet classic silvery appearance familiar to coin collectors and everyday users alike. The Denver Mint version, identified by the small d mint mark just to the right of the date, was struck in substantial numbers in 1973, making it a staple of circulating coinage from that year. In 1973, the Denver Mint produced 261,405,000 examples of this nickel, a huge figure in the world of coinage and among the key reasons why most of these coins today are still worth little more than their face value of 5 cents. These high mintages mean that millions of these coins survived into circulation and collections, offering vast opportunity for collectors and hobbyists to find and study them. The Philadelphia no mint mark and San Francisco proof versions further expand this year's variety, each with its own collectible niche, but our focus is the Denver strike. For most collectors and everyday holders, the 1973D nickel in circulated condition is only worth its face value, about 5 cents, because so many were released into circulation. Worn examples showing bag marks, scratches, and extensive handling are common and hold minimal premium over what you paid for them. York grade fine or very fine circulated coins may fetch slightly more often, in the range of 10 cents to 25 cents, but these values hardly excite numismatists looking for rare or high-grade specimens. Where things begin to get interesting is in uncirculated condition, meaning nowhere from circulation. Coins graded mint state MS 60 through MS 64 by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can range from about $1 to $12 or more, depending on strike quality and surface preservation. Collectors pay premiums for these pristine coins because they reveal fine details in Jefferson's hair, Monticello's design, and overall eye appeal. If your coin exhibits excellent luster and minimal contact marks, you may be looking at a collectible of modest but notable value. One of the key features collectors seek on the 1973D nickel is the coveted full steps designation, meaning all 6 steps of Monticello's stairway on the reverse are fully and sharply defined. Because die pressure and wear at the Denver Mint often produced weak strikes, full steps examples are relatively rarer and can significantly raise a coin's worth. Such nickels, particularly in high grades like MS66 and MS67, have been documented to sell for hundreds to even potentially thousands of dollars when confirmed by professional graders. Deeply brilliant MS67 full steps coins, for example, have achieved auction prices well above typical mint state examples. Even more extraordinary examples occasionally surface, some coins in superb condition, or those verified to be truly pristine and near perfect, have drawn collector attention, sometimes rumored on the internet to reach dramatic values if linked to unusual variants, while truly rare exceptions can reach the higher and of the collectible coin market most 1973. Nickels remain far below those stratospheric figures unless authenticated by a top grading service and proven to contain an exceptionally rare feature. Always be skeptical of internet sensational claims until verified by auction records or grading certification. Beyond standard issues mint-made, errors can significantly influence a coin's value. These happen when the minting process deviates from normal production, for example, off-center strikes, die cracks, doubled dies, clipped blankets, or misplaced mint marks in coins like the 1973D Jefferson Nickel error. Coins showing noticeable genuine mint faults can attract collector interest. These error specimens are evaluated on rarity and demand. Some minor errors may add modest premiums, while dramatic mistakes can elevate value substantially. However, as with all numismatic error claims, authenticity and grading are essential. Professional grading services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company play a crucial role in the modern coin market. These organizations examine, authenticate, and assign a grade to each coin based on detailed standards from MS60 to MS70. A certified grading dramatically increases beer confidence and often significantly increases a coin's market value. For high-end nickels with full steps or pristine surfaces, certification is typically a prerequisite for sale in reputable auctions and major coin shows. If you're a collector or creating content about coins, here are some practical tips. Always handle coins by the edges to avoid fingerprints. Use proper lighting and magnification to inspect details, like steps and strike quality. Compare your coin to certified examples online or via grading service pop reports. Encourage your audience to submit photos for online appraisal or to visit local coin shows for starter evaluations. Talk about how to spot clean without damaging value. Spoiler: don't clean at all. Cleaning typically reduces value. These insights help educate and engage your viewers. As we wrap up today's deep dive into the 1973D United States 5-cent coin, remember, whether your coin is a common circulated nickel or a potential high-grade gem, understanding condition and features is key to unlocking value. If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. We publish weekly videos on coin values, grading secrets, and rare collectible insights. Comment below with the grade of your own 1973 nickel and we'll help you estimate its possible worth. Thanks for watching and keep exploring the fascinating world of coin collecting. Next up today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1981D Jefferson Nickel, a coin that represents both history and collectible value from the United States Mint. The 1981D nickel struck in Denver carries the classic Jefferson design, featuring the left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his famous Monticello home on the reverse. While nickels from the early 1980s are not considered exceedingly rare, understanding their mint mark's condition and potential market value can reveal hidden gems that might be worth much more than face value. In this video, we will explore the coin's background, its minting process, variations, and how collectors assess their worth. The 1981D nickel is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, maintaining the standard composition of Jefferson nickels since 1866. The Denver Mint produced approximately 260 million coins that year, making this coin widely available but still interesting to collectors because of its condition and grading possibilities. One important factor for collectors is the mint mark, which is the small d located on the reverse side just to the right of Monticello. This mark indicates that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint, distinguishing it from its Philadelphia counterpart, which carries no mint mark. Understanding these subtle details is essential for evaluating the coin's value. When assessing the value of a 1981D Jefferson nickel, collectors primarily look at condition and grade. Coins in circulated condition generally remain close to face value, roughly 5 cents to a few dollars for those in excellent condition. However, uncirculated or high-grade coins, especially those graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, can fetch higher prices, sometimes between $1 and $10, depending on their mint state and appeal. Factors such as luster, strike quality, and absence of blemishes play a significant role in determining the premium a coin might command on the collector market. Beyond grading, there are certain error coins and varieties that can make a 1981D nickel more valuable. While this year doesn't feature widely known major errors, collectors occasionally encounter double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks, which can significantly increase value. Searching through rolls or bags of nickels can sometimes yield these rare varieties, making it a rewarding hunt for dedicated collectors. Coins with these anomalies are often sold at auctions or through numismatic dealers for considerably more than standard coins. The history behind the Jefferson nickel design adds to its allure. Designed by Felix Schlag and first issued in 1938, the Jefferson nickel was meant to honor the third President of the United States. The obverse portrait of Jefferson has remained largely consistent, while the reverse Monticello design underwent minor modifications over the years. For the 1981D issue, the coin retains the classic Monticello design, symbolizing the elegance of early American architecture and Jefferson's lasting legacy. Collectors often value this historical context as much as the coin's physical condition. For those considering investing in 1981D nickels, it's crucial to understand the market demand and pricing trends. While modern nickels are not generally considered high value coins, scarcity in high grades or the presence of unique mint errors can attract attention. Collectors also look for coins in MS65 to MS67 condition, which display exceptional luster and minimal contact marks. Coin shows, online auctions, and numismatic marketplaces often list these coins at premiums far above face value, making careful selection and condition assessment a key part of the hobby. One aspect often overlooked is the historical mintage numbers and comparison with other years. In 1981, the Denver Mint's production was higher than Philadelphia, which means the D-mint nickels are slightly more common, but still desirable when found in uncirculated condition. Comparing the 1981D with neighboring years like 1980D or 1982D can help collectors identify trends in mint quality, strike sharpness, and potential investment opportunities. Understanding these patterns can be crucial for long-term collection planning and evaluating coins for resale. Preserving the quality of your 1981D nickel is essential. Coins should never be cleaned with abrasives, as this can drastically reduce value. Storing them in acid-free holders, coin capsules, or coin flips helps maintain luster and prevents scratches or tarnish. Collectors often use magnification to inspect coins for minute details, ensuring they are free from post-mint damage. Handling coins carefully and keeping detailed records of purchase and grading can enhance both the collectible and investment value of your nickels over time. Many collectors also enjoy exploring the broader context of 1981 U.S. coinage, including quarters, dimes, and pennies from that year. Understanding how the Jefferson nickel fits into the wider numismatic landscape allows collectors to build comprehensive sets or focus on coins with the highest potential for appreciation. Participating in coin clubs, attending local shows, and staying updated with price guides can help enthusiasts identify undervalued coins or rare finds. The 1981D nickel may not be rare, but with the right approach it can still become a valuable and enjoyable part of a collection. In conclusion, the 1981D Jefferson nickel is a fascinating coin that combines historical significance, collectible appeal, and potential investment value. While most circulated examples remain close to face value, high-grade coins and error varieties can fetch significant premiums. Understanding mint marks, grading, preservation techniques, and market trends is essential for collectors who want to maximize the enjoyment and value of their collections. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced numismatist, paying attention to these details can turn an ordinary coin into a prized piece of history. Don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth coin guides, tips, and valuation insights, and stay tuned as we explore more rare and valuable coins from across the United States. Next up today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1993D Jefferson nickel, a 5-cent coin minted in Denver, United States of America. This nickel is part of the long-running Jefferson nickel series, first introduced in 1938 to replace the Buffalo nickel designed by Felix Schlag. The coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, his iconic Virginia home, on the reverse. While 1993 is not considered a key date for Jefferson nickels, the D-mint mark from Denver gives collectors an opportunity to explore subtle variations and condition-based values that can make a difference in their collection. The 1993D Jefferson nickel was struck during a period of relatively high production, which means it is widely available in circulated condition. However, this doesn't mean it lacks interest. The coin weighs 5 grams, has a diameter of 21.21 millimeters, and is composed of a copper-nickel alloy with 75% copper and 25% nickel. Its design remains faithful to Felix Schlag's original vision, showcasing Jefferson's left-facing portrait on the obverse and the detailed image of Monticello on the reverse. Many collectors look for coins with strong strike, detail, full Monticello architecture, and sharp lettering as indicators of higher grade specimens. When it comes to value, the 1993D Jefferson nickel is generally common in circulated condition. Most coins from this year are worth face value, which is 5 cents if worn or circulated. However, uncirculated examples or coins in mint state MS grades can command higher prices. For instance, MS 260 coins may sell for a few dollars, while higher grades like MS 65 can approach $10 to $15 or more depending on the dealer and collector demand. Key factors that affect value include luster, strike, quality, surface preservation, and the absence of bag marks or scratches. Collectors also pay attention to the D mint mark located on the reverse to the right of Monticello. The Denver Mint in 1993 produced millions of nickels, so while rare errors are possible, they are uncommon. Collectors often seek out error nickels such as double dies, repunched mint marks, or off-center strikes. While these are scarce, they can increase a coin's value significantly. It's always recommended to examine each coin under magnification to identify potential errors that may appeal to specialty collectors. Historically, the 1993D nickel was part of the Jefferson Nickels series modernization era just before the introduction of the Westward Journey series in 2004. During this time, the Philadelphia and Denver mints maintained consistent production to meet the growing demand for everyday coins. Collectors appreciate 1993D nickels because they represent the last decade of the traditional Jefferson design, which has remained largely unchanged since the original 1938 release. This continuity makes them a solid addition to any collection seeking to capture the evolution of American coinage in the 20th century. The 1993D Jefferson nickel is also popular among beginner collectors due to its accessibility and affordability. Coin rolls from banks may still contain uncirculated examples, offering the chance to find a gem at a minimal cost. Experienced numismatists often grade these coins themselves or submit them to grading services like PCGS or NGC, which can increase a coin's market value and appeal to serious collectors. Certified coins in higher grades often attract buyers looking for premium quality additions to their Jefferson nickel sets. For those building a complete Jefferson nickel collection, the 1993D is essential to include. Collectors often organize their sets by date and mint mark, meaning both the 1993P Philadelphia and 1993D Denver are important. Additionally, collectors may seek proof versions which were struck at the Philadelphia Mint in 1993 and feature sharper detail and mirror-like surfaces. While proofs are not the same as circulation coins, understanding their place in the series provides context and enhances the appreciation for the regular circulation strikes. From a market perspective, demand for circulated 1993D nickels remains steady, while higher grade examples see more fluctuation. Coin shows, online marketplaces, and auction sites provide opportunities to buy, sell, or trade these coins. Knowledgeable collectors recommend studying recent sales data, understanding grading standards, and examining coins in person whenever possible. Coins with toning, original luster, or exceptionally strong strike details can sometimes attract premium interest even if they are not formally graded. For investors or hobbyists, the 1993D Jefferson nickel may not yield dramatic returns like rare key dates, but it holds value as part of a long-term collection or as a teaching tool for numismatists. It exemplifies mid-20th century U.S. coinage, showcases classic Jefferson design elements, and highlights the subtle differences between mint marks and strike quality. Collectors often find satisfaction in building complete day-10 mint sets, and this coin plays a crucial role in filling the Denver mint slot for 1993. In conclusion, the 1993D Jefferson nickel is a fascinating coin with a rich history and a place in any serious Jefferson nickel collection. While common in circulation, uncirculated and higher grade examples can offer modest value and highlight the artistry of Felix Schlag's design. Whether you are a beginner starting your collection, or an experienced numismatist seeking to complete your set. The 1993D nickel represents both accessibility and collectible potential. Remember to examine coins carefully, consider grading options for premium specimens, and appreciate the historical significance of this enduring 5-cent piece from the United States of America.